Hello, Star Wars fans. Hey, there are just 15 days until Christmas 2021. Oh, we're almost there. And with just a few more days out from that, from the book of Boba Fett. And we're super excited about that as well. You know, there are a couple things here, just channel announcements. This afternoon, here Eastern, or this evening over in the UK, we will be having our members only Zoom call. And if you are one of our members, if you've joined as a member, you can join us there, and we'll be doing some vintage collection figure giveaways, some Black Series figure giveaways, and I'm going to give away the Emperor's Throne Room, that vintage collection set, to one of our Elite Squad members. So if you're one of our members, please check out Discord. The Zoom link information is there. So be sure to do that. And it's good to see you all. I see Dale, and I saw Trinity, Second Street Marvel. Good to see you. And of course, Mike Porter. You have to stay on till the end to catch the Mike Porter dad joke of the day. It's a good one today, my friends. It's a good one. So good to see you all. And there's a ton to talk about with Meg today. How you doing today, Meg?
I'm good. Thank you for having me as always.
And I love, look, you're fully in the holiday festivities there with the candy canes and the hat. It looks great.
Sweeter than candy.
Something like that. It's so good to see you. And we pushed back the live stream an hour today so we can work this into our schedules. So thank you so much for making time for me. And we have a lot to talk about. Oh my goodness, there's so much. And we'll kind of start with, I think, that big thing that came last night, right? We had a preview of a video game. And let me get this up here because there's some additional news that has come out today regarding it. And I wanted to share this. Bespin Bulletin posted this, when to expect it.
I saw that.
Yeah, they said, don't look for this for some time. It's going to be a few minutes.
Yeah, they say that the Knights of the Old Republic remake is coming out before then, so
That's right.
this
Yeah.
could be another Lego Star Wars that we never get.
Well, it could be. It says 2024 being the earliest. 2024 would be the earliest. So 3 years. Almost. Well, I mean, we're almost out of 2021. So let's call it 2 years. Let's be generous. 2 years at the earliest. Could be longer. And we need to keep in mind that what we had was a cinematic trailer, no gameplay, nothing like that. So, yeah. And you brought it up, Meg. When are we getting the Lego
April.
Star Wars? April of 2022. So just 4 months away.
But again, they keep pushing it back, so in April they might give us another trailer and say coming soon.
How about Star Wars Day? You guys can wait 2 more months, right?
This is a
Or,
game that was announced pre-pandemic, so
right.
there'll be
And
another pandemic by the time we get that game.
well, hopefully not. Hopefully not, because I am hoping in April to be touring the UK with the family and France. So we're hoping to go over and visit Scotland, Ireland, England, and France next April. So hopefully this whole thing calms down and we can get on an airplane and cross over and travel between countries without too big of an issue. So, so anyway, it's coming out like maybe 2 years, maybe. Let's just put a pin in it, pencil it in. Right, that's what we say when it might move. Right, you pencil it in because you can erase pencil, so it's not written in stone. And then we got some great pictures. Some folks have shared on our Discord. What are your reaction to the game footage? Or the
It looks absolutely stunning. So I woke up this morning and got a whole bunch of notifications because I slept during the time this was released, and I didn't actually read the title. I just clicked play, and I was like, "Oh, Alien is getting another movie," because the beginning looks like Prometheus. You know
Yeah,
those
right,
creatures. I don't know how well
right.
you know the Alien franchise, but
A little bit.
and then I was like, "Oh, Yoda, this is a game," and then I woke up and saw that this, yeah, no, it looks amazing. I like all the new aliens, and I think I said in my video earlier that the world building is going to be pretty fascinating. So
Yeah, and it's set during the High Republic era, and I know you've only
exactly.
read the one book. I encourage you to read the second one, Cavan Scott's novel. Like, think what you will of the first one. Cavan Scott's novel is action packed. It's really well written, and it's kind of spoiled me to other books since reading it because I get bored. But Cavan Scott's is really, really good. Uh, is that a Fafnir or from from the sequels?
Oh, they're a bit skinnier, aren't they?
Maybe.
Are you talking about the thing the old
Those
lady has at the
no,
end of
the
the
racing
water? Or...
horse. No, the
Oh no,
racing horses.
that's very different. They're a
Yeah.
bit shaggier.
And then look, I like this because this is Cad Bane species,
I
right?
always forget the name of Cad Bane species. There's one
I
in the
do too.
cantina. I've got the cantina puppet of
Oh, do
this,
you?
the
Yeah,
Mos Eisley one. What is this guy? What is their species?
I can't ever remember. Somebody
Let's
put
do a quick.
Duros. Duros.
Duros.
Yeah, Roland, thank you so much for that. Yeah, Duros. It gives me high hopes because, again, this is cinematic trailer, right? It's Cad Bane's grandpa. There you go.
I
Uh,
wouldn't be surprised.
it'd
I
be
really wouldn't be
great.
surprised. It's a small universe.
It would be great. But it does give me some high hopes for seeing Cad Bane in live action because, again, this is like computer engine kind of driven stuff, but this looks great.
It looks amazing. I like the little callbacks to Rogue One as well.
And I want to know. I want to notice one thing here, and Mark
The
pointed it out.
Mandalorian.
Yes. So we get some.
It's in a different frame.
Yeah, it is. But we get some. See this one right here. There's something right there that looks very much like something else. We'll get there in just 1 second. We get different
Suvio.
figures.
I'm joking.
Yeah, Constable Zuvio. What? No. Yeah.
I love these little chicken monkey things.
3 eyes. Look, I think that's the first time I noticed they had 3 eyes. I thought they would have had two, but yeah,
They're so
they're
cute.
they're adorable. Hopefully, they're not lunch.
I think they are.
Oh no! How could you eat something so cute?
Because I think they're parodying what was that other market town in Star Wars where it was in one of those
Mandalorian, where they were frying up the Kawaki monkey
yes.
lizards
Yeah, it
on the
reminds me of
spit.
that. But
Oh
remember
no!
that wasn't Salacious Crumb.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But these are extremely cute. Maybe they're taken to sell as pets. Maybe this is like having your parakeet. Oh my goodness. We do get a nice scene here. This
Navarro,
is
yes, on Navarro.
yeah, yeah. This is very similar to as Mark pointed out when we saw the Razor Crest kind of spittering and sputtering to land. We get a similar kind of deal here. Here's the guy we want to talk about, and the guy off to the left, over there on the corner, looks very much like the one that we showed on the other picture, which looks very much like this dude right here,
A Mandalorian Neo Crusader.
Neo Crusader. We
They
very
look
well could.
epic. I thought Death Watch was impressive. They look like a crossbreed between Death Watch and Palpatine's Imperial Guards.
And big credit to Generation Tech for putting this graphic together, right? You can see this comes from Alan at Generation Tech. Yeah, Neo Crusader. That looks very much like that guy. Like, I think that's reasonable to make that connection. It's even got the one kind of spot right there in the middle. like the one spot right there in the
Yeah,
middle.
but watch them not make that connection. We had similar things in the sequels where we looked at the trailers and we were like, oh, this is this thing from some deep cut Star Wars thing. And they were just like, nah. Chris Terrio just was like, I like the inspiration for this. Let's create this as a background character. Or like
Oh
all
my
of the
goodness.
speculation about that guy in Rise of Skywalker who people think is Dengar, but isn't.
Oh yeah, yeah. Right. It's not. Well, I mean, it could be, but I
It
don't
could
think it
be.
is. I
There's no
don't think it is.
confirmation.
But I think this here looks very similar. Right. This dude here looks very similar. Like, don't you think? That guy. That guy. I think it is. So we may have several Mandalorians there, right? Gong says, "How old is Cad Bane?" Cad Bane is they age like humans. Let's put it that way. And in the prequel era, he's in his prime, 20s, 30s maybe, which makes him pretty old by the time you get to the Mandalorian, and makes him very much not born.
I think
when
someone
this
said he
game-
was 70. I can't remember if it was explained, but I watched someone's video a few months ago and they were saying he's in his 70s during
It
The
could be.
Mandalorian. So
Yeah, yeah.
he's kind of in his last decade of his career, probably.
Yeah, think think Clint Eastwood, very similar, and then we do get this guy here on the balcony. Also, he's got a little staff deal there, a helmet. Looks somewhat Mando-ish, but could just be like a guard, right?
I guess.
Yeah,
I think we just have to speculate at this point.
yeah. That's all
It
there
could
is.
just be new concepts.
Absolutely could be. And so there's an interesting photo. We get lots of stuff going on. I don't think this is a world we know. Like, I don't think this is Coruscant or anything like that.
I thought the same as you, and then you take a closer look, and no, it doesn't resemble anything we know. It looks like a crossbreed between. I keep saying crossbreed. I mean a cross between Naboo and Coruscant. But
Yeah,
it's neither.
I agree. I agree. It's neither. And then this dude
Prometheus.
here. Here's your Prometheus guy. Well, there's also talk that could this be a different kind of interpretation on the Yuzhan Vong?
I can definitely see that with the nose, like the nostrils.
Right.
That is a very good point.
I mean,
Are they bringing the Yuuzhan Vong back though?
but are they? That's a good question.
That's a very good question.
It's an excellent question.
I think we've been asking that since, was it Greater Good?
Well, I know people were bringing it up like before the sequel, before Phantom or the Force Awakens.
For sure, but I think there was a reference that people kind of cling on to in more recent times that suggests in some way we could be seeing them. I could be
Maybe.
wrong on the
Well,
book.
okay, you're thinking of the Thrawn trilogy, right? Is that it?
Isn't that the Chiss?
Yeah, well, the Grisk. The Grisk
Sorry,
are
the Grisk. Yes, the Chiss is Thrawn species. The Grisk.
The Grisk are the bad guys in the new Thrawn novels, but
I'm not thinking of them though.
no. But these very well could be Yuzhan Vong, and I think the pictures kind of are similar enough, right? We get some generic kind of troop folks
At
here.
first I thought they were Nemoidians, but probably not.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think they're some generic kind of thing. We get these awesome, like, huge vehicles, right? These are like tanks or something, I think. Like, I don't think they're buildings. I think they're vehicles. And you look at them in scale to like the presumably troops under here. These are huge. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool. What else we have? Oh, here you go for your prequel fans. What do you think of the Trade Federation kind of ships?
Gives us
there?
a bit more context to the Phantom Menace in a way. And I touched upon this in my video. I don't know when during the High Republic this takes place, because if it spans, let's say, the entire era and then connects to the Acolytes, then if this is the end of the High Republic, sort of 50 years before Phantom Menace, then it could connect directly into the ones we know, Rune
Yeah.
Haku and
Well, I saw somebody complaining that they didn't exist. If you say then this is the question about the High Republic era, right? Like we keep seeing this number 200 thrown around, or the other number I see thrown around a lot is 50, right? So 50 years before the Phantom Menace, 200 years before the Phantom Menace, and plenty of time in between. Oh no, oh no, Mike Porter, did you take out Sheev? Did you? Oh no, Mark, can you unban? Can you unban Sheev? Mike Porter accidentally took out Sheev. Oh, okay, Sheev's back. Whew. Crisis averted. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, if this is like say 50 years before Phantom Menace, it could be more of a direct tie-in to the Trade Federation.
absolutely.
So it's absolutely possible, and we get some other vehicles that you can kind of make out, like down here in the very like in almost atmosphere. These are like those landing ships, right?
Yeah.
From Phantom Menace. Fantastic. So that's all good. It's all good. This looks very similar to one of the High Republic Jedi. So they could actually be bringing some of the characters from the novels and comics in. And there's another one I want to point out in a bit. Some similarity here to Vader's castle. Nah.
Kind of. Maybe.
I mean,
Maybe based on that design, but
well, we
it's
know.
pretty different.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
Disney Star Wars really likes this water aesthetic. It reminds me of the moon off of Endor that we saw in Rise.
Yeah. Yeah, you got ocean, plenty of
Oh, yellow lightsaber. And it's curved.
the game is saved. Meg's new lightsaber right there. And I can't quite make out what this is in the background coming out of.
Something hunky and chunky.
There you go. So
It's probably
yeah, there's
Newt Gunray's father or something.
yeah.
I wonder if they'll have the thick accents.
Oh, I hope
Is that
so.
legal?
Yes. Yes. And here's what
I love this one.
The scene I kind of wanted to go into, because this character right here could very well be Vernestra Rowe. She has a purple lightsaber out of the High Republic. So we could have Vernestra Rowe as a character played in the game. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe, you know, it could be anybody. Who knows? I just same with this lady here. There's another character in the books that could fit her appearance. So not quite sure if they're going to play into that. But again, it's 2 years off. This isn't like, you know, coming soon. And this planet here, it looks like there's rings in the background, like planet rings. So this could be the one we see the asteroids outside. And is this another planet right there?
Yeah.
So the ring goes around this planet, right? And this would be a moon off of that planet. Um, could that be Endor? And this is one of the moons of Endor?
That's what I was thinking. It's got that aesthetic.
Interesting. Yeah,
The Endor system's pretty big, isn't it?
it is. It is. You got the forest moon of Endor, the ocean moon of Endor. Like that's in Rise again. That's where they went. They didn't go to the forest moon of Endor, but they were. That's where the Death Star 2 was there. Good point, Matt. Matt pointed out we've got a crashed Naboo starfighter right there.
Which is
How about
very metaphorical for the way that Disney have taken a big dump on the best 3 films in this saga. Just throw the Naboo starfighter into the ocean.
Gonk, this is.
They may as well
Meg.
have a decapitated Gungan floating on it as well.
This is Meg humor right here. So there you go. You're fine.
Well, tell that to Count Dooku. Another Jedi Disney probably don't know about. You could tell Kathleen Kennedy, hey, are we going to get more Count Dooku? She's like, who's that? Oh, just one of the better written characters in the last, 20 or so years.
Hey, Star Wars
She's
theology,
like, do you mean
thank you for
Avar
the super chat.
Chris? I don't even know who Avar Chris is. Probably some High Republic person.
Avar Chris, you mentioned that's this lady. Mm-hmm. This could be Avar Chris right there.
The only reason I know the name Avar Chris is from doing a bit of research when I was looking at the High Republic Jedi, because a few prequels favorites are in the High Republic, like Yaddle, Yoda, Yarael Poof, Opera Rancisis.
Yeah. Even Maz Kanata is showing up in the.
I'm
High
sorry,
Republic.
I only know Star Wars to have 6 films. I'm joking.
Meg, I know you are.
We are probably going to see Mars. We are probably going to see Mars at some point.
I think so too. So we've got some new folks with us here in the chat. But Star Wars Theology, thank you so much. Very excited for the game trailer. Very hopeful it could bring joy to the fandom. I share your enthusiasm. The trailer to me did not really strike anything. Like, didn't get me super enthusiastic. It's a beautiful trailer, but I don't play video games, so I have no perspective of, like, I am aware there are like video footage in between gameplay segments, but it doesn't really reflect any gameplay at all. So I'm like,
You've never
okay.
played Jedi Fallen Order,
No.
so you don't know who Cal Kestis is.
I know who he is, but
You don't know who BDSM is. BD1 is.
What?
Sorry, every time I see that droid's name, sorry, BDS1.
This is why you come. This is why people are here. This is.
I think a lot of people come when I say that.
No. See, I know it. Here you go. Oh no. We do have new people in the chat. So for those who are joining, this is Star Wars Megs, my friends. She's
Star Wars Megs, plural.
Megs.
There's more than one.
like
These
Megs
are the Megs you're looking for.
Megs and bacon.
I'm actually soft-boiled Meg today.
I saw that.
And Mike Porter made an unintentional pun. He said, she beats me to it because it's talking about eggs.
I can't. You've got me all. Dead on.
The gun the Meg Wars have, says Sheev.
Oh, Sheev, you guys are great. No, I am excited for this, and I think it's another entry point for Star Wars fans into the High Republic. Look, maybe the Light of the Jedi isn't for you. Maybe the novels aren't your thing. A lot of people don't read novels, and then as you read the novels, different ones appeal to different people based on the writing style, the story, and all of that. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. Same with the comics. Not everybody reads comics or graphic novels, but there are people who consume it that way. And that's what we talked about a lot around Visions, right? Is that it's an anime, and it reaches people who are anime fans. So here you get a game from the High Republic. It looks great, and hopefully it's executed extremely well, so that folks who are gamers will enjoy it. They'll get excited about the characters. They'll get excited about the story, and it'll get them engaged in that era. Much like we have people who are big fans of Keanu Reeves Jedi. What's his name? Keanu Reeves. He's always fan cast. You know who I mean?
Do you mean Bane?
No, not Bane. That's not
Revan?
who they. Revan. Yeah, Revan. Darth Revan, right? Darth Revan's primarily people latched onto him from the games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same. He's a fan favorite, but he's not shown up in any movie, right? So maybe you get that through the gameplay. Maybe you do become a big fan of Vernestra Rowe or any of the other characters that show up there. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it, and I hope that people enjoy it. I hope that they develop it well and that it's delivered. The next bit that came on, and I caught in your video today, I hadn't caught this myself, and I saw that I just saw this too. Like when I went out after your video and I brought up the Wikipedia
I love how all of your recommended adverts are toys.
Yes, yeah, toys, and then like where we were before here, lighting equipment. These are actually lights that I have ordered. They're
Lights,
on their way
camera,
right
action.
now. Yeah, so we're gonna have these lights mounted here in my new studio, but so they're wanting me to buy more. Like no,
So we're going to have a more HD Santa.
hopefully we shall see. I spent a lot of money on lights, so anyway, they want to sell me more. I'm like, no, I got enough. Look, you
Prince
brought up
Xizor.
Prince Xizor, Xizor.
Mm-hmm.
Xizor,
It's Xizor.
Xizor,
Prince Xizor.
Xizor. That's what she said. Mark asked for this. We have to put this. There you go.
It was the night before Christmas. Star Wars Meg and Star Wars Santa were riding the sleigh, led
Pulled by
by
blurgs.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Blurg. And he did indeed have a very shiny nose.
Yes.
And apparently, if you ever saw it, even you would say it glows.
That's right, and you would know that if you look closely at Meg's expression, she's not exactly thrilled about having that yellow lightsaber Santa gave her. She's
The thing is, I decided to go for like a neutral look because if I drew my avatar as having like a big smile,
yeah,
there would be times where that wasn't appropriate. Like I could be telling you a really sad piece of Star Wars news or just a sad thing anyway, and then you just see my avatar with a massive smile. You'd think I'm either very sadistic or, oh goodness knows what you'd think.
right. It could be right. Look, I'm familiar with the I'm familiar with the trouble. Well, I don't want to bring down the stream because as Santa, sometimes we have to go to places that aren't exactly great, right? I had to do photos for a family that just had a baby, and they wanted to get family photos, but the baby was terminal and wasn't going to survive, and so we had to get the pictures. And what do, right? This baby is going to pass in any day. The family's taking the picture for posterity. And do you smile? Does that seem appropriate? It's tough. It's a tough question.
That's bloody depressing.
Yeah, sorry. Let's talk about Prince Xizor. Xizor. Prince Xizor.
Yeah, Professor She-Wolf.
When I came to the website this morning, the Wikipedia site, there was only a Legends tab. Now there's a Canon tab. Look at that.
But
So
like
when you
one
go to,
sentence.
when you go to Wikipedia, there's often two tabs. You can select the canon or legends version of the character. Yeah, there's not a lot of content here under the legends, but as you pointed out in your video, he's being brought back.
He is. He's being brought back in Crimson Reign. But we haven't seen him yet. He's only been name dropped because Kira was asking another member of Black Sun to convey a message to him.
Yeah.
I really love, his story, especially in Shadow of the Empire.
Now you got to share that with. I don't know his story.
Well, he's a royal
Yeah.
from
Thus Prince.
Is it called the House of Xizor? The
I don't know
elite
yet.
Faline. Basically, he was an elite on Faline, and he actually was one of the people who helped construct the second Death Star. But his sort of relationship with Palpatine and Vader ended up being his downfall. And I think it was over Coruscant that Vader destroyed whatever his space station thing was called, the Skyhook. Vader destroyed his Skyhook, and that's basically how he died. But there's a lot to him in the expanded universe. I don't know how much you know.
I don't know. I don't know anything about him at all. Like
He's
I'd
worth
never
reading
heard
up
of him.
about.
I'd never heard of him before your video today, and I thought, oh,
I might make an entire video.
that's really good for the EU fans and folks who have been kind of disenfranchised by the EU-made legends, and bringing these characters into canon. And he's not the first, right? Like we've seen other characters brought into canon of late, and maybe we'll see more. Like Mount Tantus was brought into canon, right?
I think you mispronounced that, Santa.
No, you mispronounced it. You mispronounced it, my friend.
Google moderation once thought as you do, Santa.
Oh my goodness, yes, they did. They did. They did. Oh my goodness. So that's I'm happy again. Like for gamers, we're getting something. For our EU fans, they're getting something. It seems to me like Lucasfilm is doing the right things now. Like
They are. I'm actually very impressed.
take out some of what they've done over the last, say, 5 years, but look within the last, say, year and a half, and I think there's been a lot to be excited about. And of all the grumpiness that I've heard from many YouTube content creators, content will solve all that ails them. And our good friend Star Wars Only, for example, he has been a bit of a grumpy fella lately because of some of the things that have happened, and he's less than happy with the gaming side of things, where
I don't blame him. I really don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. I think that he does a good job of vocalizing those frustrations from
He's
people
brilliant.
who I like him.
He was he was one of the first YouTubers before I was even on YouTube that I discovered to do with Star Wars, and I thought he has a good sense of humor. I kind of discovered him between Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, and I really enjoyed his content and still do. And to do with the EA exclusivity, that was an absolute disaster. Think how little we got. I really don't blame him for being salty.
No, I don't blame him either. And I'm not a gamer. I don't play the video games, and there's reasons for that. But because of it, I'm not really connected to those frustrations. Mm-hmm. And we mentioned earlier the Star Wars Lego fiasco, right? This was a game that was supposed to come out before the pandemic kind of went into full lockdown. Mm-hmm. And it got pushed back, and then it fell into lockdown, and then it got pushed back, and it's now, hopefully on the doorstep. We'll get it in the spring, but maybe not. Right? At this point, nobody has any confidence in that being delivered. We'll see. We'll believe it when we see it, kind of thing, right? And I think Star Wars Only's done a pretty good job of holding their feet to the fire on that. And
I would agree.
rightfully so. Rightfully so. So we talked about this game coming out. Now I found it interesting, just to kind of go back just a little bit. Hey, the young Yoda. Renewed his membership. Thank you so much. 2 months of membership. Thank you so much. But this coming 2024, there's some information regarding the video game about who's involved in it, and there's some political hay to be made there. There's some folks happy, folks unhappy, folks.
Are you talking about Quantic Dream?
No, I'm talking specifically about this dude, David Cage.
Oh,
David
okay.
Cage.
I
Cage.
briefly saw something about that this morning on Twitter, but not too
Yeah.
in the know about the political side of what's
I
going on.
I try not to. I'm aware of it, but I try not to. I'm more concerned about the content itself.
Me too.
And I learned that a long time ago. There are people who I wouldn't like to hang out with at a at a restaurant. Right? They're not people I just like to go spend a day with, but they make fantastic content. And so I'm like, okay, I've got to separate the content from the content creator, and accept that it is what it is, and vice versa, right? There are people that I like that I don't necessarily like their content, but that's so when it comes to this kind of thing, okay, I'm aware this guy here, he attracts some controversy, and somebody we're going to talk about next also attracts some controversy. Look, if the game is good, people enjoy it, then maybe they can separate from this dude. And we talk about Amanda Stenberg, Amadla. I keep wanting to say Amanda, but there's an L in there.
Yeah.
She is also a bit of a controversial political figure.
Hang on. Why is she controversial? I don't see how being, in her case, non-binary makes it controversial. She's just living her life.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I
think it's the right-wing nut jobs on the Fandom Menace who make it a big deal.
You could be right about that, but I also saw where she's a feminist activist, and that's why it creates some controversy. I was reading up about her as a person and her activism, and that's, people have every right to be involved in politics and political things, but then it attracts people who are opposed to you to bring this stuff up. So, Kieran, hey, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Thank you. The Shiba dog waving. Thank you so much. But when they become political activists, like, she can go about living her life. That's great, and I think she not only has every right to do that, she should. But people who are on the opposite politically then latch onto that, right? It's fine she's non-binary. It's got nothing to do with her performance, and I think it's good for the non-binary community to have somebody that they can see. But
to be honest, I don't know about her activism or anything like that. I've just literally gone off of what I've read about her, but I didn't know that she's an activist per se. But again, I mean, obviously we personally have different views, so in my mind there is no issue with that view.
No, I don't have a problem with her living her life as she would see fit. I absolutely don't. And when she gets involved politically, I just like, oh no, here we go, right? Like, I just know that's just my reaction, because I know how people will perceive it, and they'll quit paying attention to her actual performance, and they'll focus in on this aspect of her. And I think if she just said she was non-binary and been an actress, that'd have been fine. But when she then goes out on the activism stuff, then that's when I say, oh no, right? Like, oh, here we go. And that happens on, both sides of the political spectrum. It's just, I want to focus. That's why I said before, I like to separate whatever they do as an individual. Like, I might be friends with her, I might not. I don't know. She seems like a decent person. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know her. Right. All I know is her work. And if you go through her work, she was in Hunger Games. She won some awards for her acting in Hunger Games. And she's been involved with some other work. And I thought this was good. They already have in her filmography the Acolyte. And they have it rumored, all 8 episodes. But then you can keep going through and see what she has done. She's in a miniseries, Gaslight. There's another big one in here. Sleepy Hollow, that TV series. That's one that Mrs. Claus and I watched back. She died well in the Hunger Games. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. But Sleepy Hollow, I enjoyed that show, and she was in many episodes of it. And again, the Hunger Games, she won an award for her acting in that. So I have every reason to be optimistic. And she's in her 20s. She's like 22.
Yeah.
Which means she could, the Acolyte could spring off or into multiple seasons. She's of a great Roland. Who did she play in Sleepy Hollow? Macy Irving. So you had the Irving family. She was Macy. Did you watch that show, Meg?
I didn't. I haven't.
It's I really enjoyed it. She was in 4 episodes there. Looks like 2013, 2014. Look, I think we could have her for multiple seasons. She's a good age. She could end up in a movie project. She could end up somebody that the fans enjoy seeing her portray. She seems to be more than qualified as an actress to carry that. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's been my point. Like whether I would like them as a person or not, or whether I agree with them politically or not, is sort of immaterial. I want good content, and whether this dude here that people don't like, David Cage, can create a good video game or not, is all I care about. And Amadla, whether she can portray the role well and carry the story, is all I care about.
Mm-hmm. Same, to be honest.
Excellent.
I mean, I don't see any reason not to give her a chance, and also to have that perhaps representation within Star Wars. I think the High Republic comics introduced non-binary as a concept within Star Wars.
Yep.
So
yeah.
That'd be a double awesome if they actually brought that into the show. But I know a lot of people will probably disagree with me on that one.
Well, and that's, look, is it a good character? Do they have a compelling story arc? If they're non-binary, then fine. And I remember the thing she got upset about. Let me put this back on so folks can see. She got upset because Kylie Jenner was wearing cornrows, and she called it appropriation, and she got really mad at Kylie Jenner. And
I'm not qualified to speak on this, to be honest.
Me neither. But you pick a fight with the Jenners, there are going to be people who don't like you. That's all I'm saying.
That is very true.
That's right? I don't know. I just want good Star Wars. That's it. That's why I like the sequels. I had to get that in there before you said your typical line.
The sequels. I think George almost made those. I'm not familiar with that.
I've been covering that on Mondays. But
That is true.
There's another article that came out today, and I thought it was pretty good. Ming-na Wen in Entertainment Weekly. So I've been kind of waiting on Entertainment Weekly's stories around what's going on in the Book of Boba Fett. We've seen some pictures come out from other sources like the Direct and other. Who is it that you were quoting today?
Total Film.
Total Film. So we've seen lots of that. And then, so I've been watching for Entertainment Weekly to come out with theirs. They came out with this article today from Ming-na Wen, and it is a great article about her. It's there's some Book of Boba Fett stuff in there, but not really anything from a content perspective. This is just about Ming-na Wen and the Disney trifecta. I like this, right? We were already aware of this. She's kind of unique. They said she's the only person in history to complete the Disney trifecta. Although I would argue that perhaps Samuel L. Jackson is knocking at that door. Right?
Does he count in terms of Star Wars?
Well, he was in the prequels.
I know, but that's not Disney.
Oh, I see. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why he's knocking on the door. As you and I both agree, he's not dead. Right? Mace Windu's not dead. Mace lives. Mace could
He's
show
coming
up.
back in the Book of Boba.
Oh, I agree with you. I hope.
We saw that puzzle. In case
did.
anyone's not aware, there is a leaked puzzle which I showed Santa, official for the Book of Boba Fett, and in the top left you see Mace Windu and smashed glass behind him. And I thought that was really cool. So
Yes. And I want to see him in the Book of Boba Fett in a bad way. I really, really want to see Mace Windu brought into this era, and I want him to be doing Mace Windu-ish things. I don't want him to make an appearance only to be killed, right? Like I saw somebody bring that up the other day. He's going to show up and then he's going to get shot and he dies. I'm like, wait, no, I don't want that. I want him to be an active figure in that era.
see, I disagree with you. I think they will only bring him back to kill him off.
Now, come on, man. No.
To give him one last
Meg.
amazing appearance.
We need more
Because
than
how
just
do you
him.
continue Mace Windu beyond a confrontation with Boba?
We have him doing Mace Windu stuff. That's all. I don't care.
I'm a prequels fan and I still disagree with that.
I just want Mace Windu to, out there tearing things up. That'd be great.
I think Boba will kill Mace or Mace will kill Boba. But I can't see them killing off Boba Fett. He sells too many toys.
Well, I have my theory of him dying, but mostly it's just to poke fun at Sheev. Right?
Well, Tamara Morrison, we know that he's probably not going to die. Not Tamara Morrison, obviously. Boba Fett is not going to die in the Book of Boba because Tamara Morrison flew from London to Los Angeles to film for Mando Season 3, so...
Yaddy. He's too old to be kept alive.
I also think, it would be a fitting send-off. It's like poetry, it rhymes, as George Lucas would say.
Mm-hmm.
He killed Django, Boba watched from the Geonosis Petronaki Arena.
Mm-hmm.
And then, maybe a standoff between Boba. And I'd really want it to be a moment where it's like, you don't know who I am, and then Mace Windu's just like, I recognize your motherfucking, helmet. And then he takes off the helmet, and I don't know, Mace, what's his name? Mace Windu was like, just recognizes him as like another clone or something. And then Boba says, I don't know where I'm going with this, by the way, I'm just improvising.
I could tell. Free-flowing a concept. No, look, Mace Windu. So Samuel
I
L.
said
Jackson,
the F word, didn't I?
You did.
I'm so sorry.
But you were
I was in like a trance.
Yeah, you were in
I
Samuel L.
completely-
Jackson mode. I got it. I was like, well, he would say that. Like that's Samuel L. Jacksonism. Like I don't.
Google doesn't pick up British as English, so they don't recognize that word.
Oh my goodness. They'll recognize it. I'm pretty sure. But but the Disney trifecta. So Samuel L. Jackson, he could show up in Disney Star Wars. He's been in Disney owned Marvel. Has he been in Disney animation or any other Disney project outside of Marvel or Star Wars?
I want to say yes, but I can't pinpoint.
So maybe some
can
of
look
you
it
in
up.
the chat would know offhand. Like, does Samuel L. Jackson show up? Is he just a Mace
He's in
Windu
The
away from
Incredibles.
Frozone? Oh, yes,
Is
he
he the guy
was.
who's like, I'm just getting a drink and then just zaps?
Honey, where's my super suit?
Yes.
You don't need no super suit. You know,
I love The Incredibles.
I do too. And I can swear that I remember an early, when that first came out, or an early trailer for it, where he says, "Woman, where's my super suit?" But now it got changed to, "Honey, where's my super suit?" I'm pretty
How much
sure.
do you guys want to bet? How much do you guys want to bet that Santa says that to his wife? Before he gets dressed as Santa Claus, before he goes out on his visits.
Where's my Santa suit?
He's like, bitch, where's my suit? Or what was it?
There you go again. you just channeled Samuel L. Jackson again.
Did I not say it right?
You said you said it right for Samuel L. Jackson, not
There you
right
go.
for Santa. Santa doesn't use that kind of language. Oh my goodness. So yes, so he is a Mace Windu away from also completing the trifecta.
I love how we just try and go right back into the article
I'm
like
trying.
nothing happened.
I'm trying. Oh my goodness. Whew. Ming-Na Wen. She's fantastic. Yeah, Meg broke Santa. This is why she's here. She is here specifically just to see how long it takes to break me.
That's what she said.
Why?
What's Meg doing here? Just to see how long it takes for her to break me.
There you go. Jay, I hope you've been listening in the last 5 minutes.
I broke Santa.
You should go back maybe 5-10 minutes, pick up from there and play, because you catch Meg embarrassing me.
It was
great.
Santa who started it. He was saying his favorite character was from The Incredibles.
Yeah. So
I
what
think
did
Santa's one of those people that when he really gets into a film, he'll start using 1 or 2 quotes from it for a few weeks, just around the house. Like after the Rise of Skywalker, he would just do like a turn in the sunset and just say, "Rey Skywalker," just for no reason. His family tried to send him to a shrink, but she
It's hot
failed
in here.
because every time he'd walk into a room, he'd be like, "Who are you?" And when they didn't say Rey Skywalker, he would just fill in the rest of the line. Quite sad, really, but I guess that's what happens when you're a sequel shill.
Well, that's true. That's true. Okay. I'm hot. I shouldn't have said that. So Ming-Na Wen, look, she's 58. I thought she was a little bit younger than me. She is actually a little bit older than me, and she is amazing.
Wait, Ming-Na Wen is older than you.
Yes.
She looks
Unbelievable.
amazing then.
She
That was a bit cheeky. I'm
that's
sorry.
what I said. That's what I said. I mean, look at that.
She is gorgeous.
Oh my goodness. I absolutely adore her. She's fantastic. And her animated work, she was Mulan in the animated Mulan. And she also showed up in live action Mulan in The Village. Yes.
She did.
And Mike Porter is older than Santa, because Mike Porter is like sand. He's everywhere. But
I think it's just the beard. If Santa got rid of his beard, apart from looking rather phallic, rather penis-like,
Meg has seen me without my beard. No,
it's quite a horrifying sight.
it
It needs
is.
to come with a disclaimer.
I did. Both times I posted it, I put it on that spoiler tag and said, don't. But people do anyway. And then you're like, okay, I can't unsee it. I blame, it's on you at that point. Oh my goodness. So it says Ming Na Wen's the only person to complete the Disney trifecta, and I think that Samuel L. Jackson is knocking on the door, saying, "Let me in." I'm good. And
Do you have him hostage?
I, I think we're
I feel
going
like
to
there was
see.
something deeper to that comment.
Hey, Brian with the beard. Good to see you. Oh,
Santa, is that your alter ego? Because your name's Brian with a Y, and you
It
have a
is.
beard.
This is this is me. This I'm Brian with a Y.
This is Santa's distraction. Just typing in the chat on a different account.
Jeez. Oh.
Meg can be a tad dry at times. I mean, that's too easy of a joke, surely.
We can't, when the fruit's that low hanging, you just have to walk by it. Just leave it
It's
there.
funny because Brian with the beard just quoted a Beatles thing. I think that's I'm the Walrus. But the irony is Santa hates the Beatles, so...
No, I don't.
You do, you
stop
said
it.
you hate... I said, do you like John Lennon? And you were like, oh, I can't stand him.
Not
and then,
a fan of John Lennon. But that doesn't mean I don't like the Beatles.
So you don't like the best ones? You're a Ringo fan.
Just like the Star Wars movies.
Yes.
I gave that one to
I mean,
you.
who doesn't like John Lennon?
Me.
He preached peace. He was a dick to his wife, but his message was good. But I guess Santa's too much of a capitalist.
I am.
Which I feel is the reason you don't like him.
That's part of it. But his political. So here we'll go back to the discussion we had earlier. Right? I don't like him. I wouldn't hang out with him. His political views and his his positions on different political things are diametrically opposed to me, and I just didn't really. I'm not on the same wavelength as him. So it's like, okay, not one of my favorite dudes. But
John
the
liked
music.
world peace. Santa is the opposite. John was a collaborator who called for the union of mankind. Santa is a divider.
I tend to be a bit of a war hawk Republican, but that's.
I'm the opposite.
I know. I can't.
I'm the stark opposite.
Yeah. Well, so are a lot of people in the chat. Mark
that's
Hamilton
good.
via one. Yeah.
We're not all as rigid.
No. I'm closer to Jay in my political beliefs than.
So you like war?
maybe.
You. I'm just going off what Drunk said in the chat.
Stop.
I believe in love and peace and equality for everyone.
Well, let's.
And I
let's
don't believe in blind
Well,
subservience.
I know where this is headed. It's headed towards another beatdown on elves' rights. And look, the elves are
Exactly.
happy. The elves are doing well. Yeah, so Brian with the beard, he's jumping right into it. There he is. Elves building missiles in the off months. Yeah, and then Jay saying, "Don't drag me into this, Meg."
A fellow Republican has even said that he doesn't want to be associated with your republicanism, Santa.
I know, it's bad. It's bad. Look,
You see, I have people in the chat who are there who agree with me.
well, I know you do. Well, that's why people are here. People are here because you're here. They're like, we want to hear Meg beat down Santa some more. Yeah, it's good.
Well, it's easy if you try. Da da da.
See? There it is.
Is it a nice day there, Santa, where above you is only sky? I mean,
we're getting
imagine all the
storms.
people just
It's
living for today.
Okay, so Ming Na Wen, she is a beautiful human being. She's
And
great.
she's not a Republican, which is even more amazing.
She's not. Most of my friends don't agree with me on anything. That's why I'm used to being on the island alone. I feel like Luke Skywalker on Octo. You know, I'm
Again,
old
Luke
and grumpy.
Skywalker, Mark
and
Hamill, definitely not a Republican. Which is why I like
definitely
him.
not. Definitely not. Right. Oh my goodness. Look, I love that she appealed to Dave Filoni. She got brought back as
Again,
Fennec.
another non-Republican.
Another. That's right.
Dave Filoni is very much the opposite.
Very much. Very much. Uh, as is George Lucas. As is like everybody.
So it's quite funny that you love a franchise that is very left-leaning, and yet I find it funny when the opposite side of the aisle think they claim it. I think
Well,
the
that's
irony is
true.
funny because they think they're the rebellion when actually they're the empire. And yes, I'm throwing salt.
I know you are. Because look, you guys, I adore Meg. We are very, very, very good friends.
I
And
love
this
Santa.
is,
It's all
I know,
banter.
it is. It's 100%. And we have, we had, have an admiration for one another, and we really enjoy doing these shows, and having Meg try to turn me multiple shades of red. It's great fun. The drunk's
Is
going to
that a
come in and
euphemism?
give us some pepper, salt and pepper. And Daryl, I saw you want one of those Nintendo Switches. That's very good, very good.
I think Ronnie brings up a very important point.
Yeah. Oh, this is true. I announced this. What? I announced this on a Monday stream like a week, almost 2 weeks ago, and people said, "Wait, what?" I even told Mrs. Claus that you were my lesbian girlfriend. She's okay with it. She's all right with that.
So Santa is coming out, I think. I think that's what you're getting at. Drunk Fuku, Meg's entitled to a wrong opinion, it's all love. I mean, if you think I'm wrong, whatever, we all have an opinion. You know, I love people, I don't care about their politics. I'm not someone who's just like, you know, oh, because I believe in something, you have to believe in it too. We can still be friends, still get along, and still have different opinions. We're all human beings at the end of the day. We all, you know, the example I give is, you know, why not just focus on the things we have in common?
Right.
Instead of division.
Share in what we have a passion for, and enjoy spending time together with those things that we have a passion for. And this is Mike Porter. Yes. Mike.
So it's settled then,
It's settled.
in the Mace Windu tone.
Oh my goodness! So look, another fun day of summarizing Star Wars news. And for folks that don't think that anything's going on in the Star Wars, you're just not looking close enough. Like there's a lot going on, and this week, even today, has been a very busy day. Look, Drunk 3PO. Look, he's a lesbian too. Look, I told you.
You guys are appropriating.
Well, that's like Republicans. That's what we do.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm just.
But I must say, you're the only Republican with a sense of humor I've ever met, Santa.
Oh my goodness. I'm too old to care about that passionately. Well, I do care that passionately, but I realize that people are more important than political opinions. So
Amen.
I want to try to make the world a little bit better place each day, and if I can do that, and what we do here on Fridays, I laugh a lot, and I hope that you guys are as entertained as Meg and I are, because we're having fun. Like what we're doing
Absolutely.
here is a ton of fun, and we've become really, really good friends, and this is I think it's a perfect kind of demonstration of what it can be to be friends and have different opinions about things. And you know, I like Meg even though she likes the prequels. And, you know, there are people out there that like the prequels that are still nice people. You know, I can't help it.
We were here long before the sequels. And, you know, as I say, I love good Star Wars films, and, you know, Santa is happy with the horse turd of the last 3 films, then... Sorry, the horse turd of the J.J. Abrams 2 films, then I'm joking.
I know you are.
The thing is, all joking aside, I don't hate the sequels as much as I joke about. Even if they're my least favorite Star Wars films, I can rewatch any Star Wars film and be content, even though I didn't particularly like 9.
Boba Fett, the best. The best. I'm gonna guess that says human. I'm not sure. Hunter.
Best Hunter,
Best-
probably.
Yeah, I don't know. But it cuts it off here. I can't see. But Jedi Mike, there you go. We love both of you. Ho ho ho's. There.
That's what he calls his wife. So go back to the conversation we were having a few minutes ago. He's like, "Ho, where's my suit?" That sounded way less aggressive in my head. As do most things.
Where's my Santa suit? Oh my goodness. That's so much fun. There was a couple of questions there. We talk about merch. And where am I going to have a merch store up? I have access to a merch store. I just haven't gone out and created anything that I could put there. And I need to consult with my friend over here, Meg, because you had a merch store and it got shut down. And then you had to do a lot of fighting to get it back up. So I don't want to go through the same kind of road bumps that you did. Learn from you and leverage that. And we need to make this thing happen somehow, right? This has got to be some merch, but I got to be careful because
You got to be careful because blurgs are copyrighted.
They are. And even though they don't make them in, Hasbro doesn't make them in a vintage or Black Series collection, they could still get us in trouble. So, yeah, I got to watch that kind of thing.
I think I got pulled down for a parody of Frog Lady, even though at the time it wasn't like I pulled a picture, it was a drawing that was based on her. But I guess they're very, very sensitive about things, which is, you know, fair enough. It's their property.
It's true.
But I guess it's a shame, you know, when it's a widely done thing and you're the one who gets caught type situation. But you live and learn.
Yeah, well, and I want to learn from you, and not make the any mistakes that get me in trouble. And like Mark saying, elves with benefits, got to be careful about that too, Mark, because the elf in there is copyrighted as well. So we'll have to work on things and try to. If we have anybody here, by the way, who is artistic, who can make adaptations of things that will not get us demonetized or the merch store taken down, then contact me. Let me know. I would appreciate the leads. My brother is one, but I can reach out to him and maybe get him to do something for me as well. So, all right. We have a Mike Porter dad joke of the day. And I promised you guys at the very beginning, this is a good one. You wanted to stay in for this Mike Porter dad joke because this one's quite good. Here you go. What do you call someone that has a great attitude about bad weather? You know, we've got thunderstorms coming in this area this evening, tomorrow. It's going to be terrible. What do you call someone who has a great attitude about bad weather?
A shitstorm?
No, a stormtrooper. There
I was close.
I mean, you said trooper. You said...
I said storm.
No, you didn't. Here I go. You're turning me red again, Meg.
I have that effect on people. I'll be gentler next time.
No, you won't.
See, Jay is eating chocolates while listening. It's very festive watching Santa Claus, an elf with candy canes in her background, eating chocolates. Life couldn't be better. I love you, Jay.
Great.
Thank you for being here.
I'm appreciative for Jay as well, and Jay's a great guy. I got to talk to
He
him.
is.
We've had some wonderful discussions, and as people, I love that people thought that Jay and I didn't like one another, and when I talked to Jay, I'm like, he's a great person. I have nothing against Jay at all. I've never said anything negative about him, and I don't know where people got this idea, but it's great that we can. It's probably because I like the sequels and he hates them so much, which is fine. Yeah, if you missed Meg channeling her inner Samuel L. Jackson, you missed the best part of the show. That's for sure.
I won't repeat what I said. Just because I want this to be monetized, for Santa's sake.
For our members, for the members of the channel, for those of you who have joined as channel members, we're going to have our monthly members only meeting this afternoon. You can find the information for that in our Discord. I look forward to seeing you there. We're going to have some bonus giveaways today for the Christmas season, and look forward to seeing you all there. And we'll talk a little bit more about, say, the merch store and where we're going with the channel as a whole. This is your chance as people who support me financially to get that information and to reap the rewards of membership.
And what time is this going to be at?
It will be at 9 o'clock for you.
Okay.
9 p.m. for you. 4 p.m. for those of us here in the East Coast. 1 p.m. for those out there hanging out with X-Wing. So they X-Wing. You're not
Santa
wrong.
Sugar Daddy. And by the way, be sure to check out Santa's OnlyFans. If you want to see a feistier side of Santa Claus, he's got an OnlyFans. Share the link with them.
No,
I'm joking.
I know you are.
Google gods who make monetization happen. You didn't
Oh
hear
my
that
goodness. Jay, I absolutely would love to do a live stream with you sometime, and because I'm sure we would have a ton of fun as well. Lots of laughing, lots of entertainment. I almost sent you a link today, but yeah, I know Meg and I were able to work out our schedules, and then so Jay, let me get hold of you, and let's schedule something. Let's do that. It'll be a lot of fun before the end of the year. And again, congratulations to our friends at All New Nerds for hitting your 1,000 subs. That's so good. Appreciate it. You guys, thanks for being here. I've had fun. I've laughed. I've cried. I've gotten really, really hot.
He's laughed, he's cried, he's done a bit more, but he's got a packet of tissues. For the crying.
Oh my goodness. You guys, thank you all for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to spend some more time with you again soon. Until then, and I love that, by the way, too. Every time Meg laughs, another angel gets its wings. There you go. So or something like that.
That was really strangely wholesome.
Well, anyway, I'm just going to leave it. We'll leave it there. So you guys have a wonderful day. Until next time, Merry Christmas, and may the Force be with you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.